Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, squaring off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's long. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the FIU Panthers offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
FIU pushing tempo. On third down, going up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. So Middle Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
At the 21-yard line. First down for the offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Looking to throw on second down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Back to throw, it's Battiato. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wants to throw, it's Jenkins. Safe completion on the screen. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Vattiato. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to surge it in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Raiders!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. He lobs one high down the left side. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. FIU pushing tempo. Looking for space. It's Owens. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll keep it on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. FIU will line up to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No, he got loose. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
And that's another FIU.
Might as well give it to him again. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Quick release by the QB. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
The quarterback is taken down for a sack. A loss of 13 on the play.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
3rd down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Dropping back, it's Battiato. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?